We're going to be okay. Gibson's going to be okay. Guys, today we're going to be talking about the brand new line of guitars that Gibson just released, the Gibson Modern Line. Let's talk about it. So what is going on, everybody? Today is an exciting day for me in my world of guitars because I love Gibson. I'm very brand loyal with Gibson, and they have just released something that really shows that they're doing what the people are asking for. I made a video about it a couple months back, about almost a year ago now, honestly, just saying how Gibson is kind of marketing to the same old stuff, man, like the same old classic rock type of stuff. In today's day and age, man, classic rock is classic now, and it's just time to move on. It's time to evolve as a company and just give things to the players that they want. Fast forward to today in present time, that is just about May 2019. Gibson just dropped the hammer on the guitar community and just released the Modern line of guitars. Now, upon doing some research, it appears they're doing two modern runs with the Gibson SG and the Gibson Les Paul. So first, let's talk about the SG. Guys, the first thing that stands out about the SG is the colors. The blueberry fade as well as the trans black, both with flame maple tops. It looks so sleek, so awesome. And it looks, I'm not even an SG player, I really don't like SGs, but the fact that they have these colors and these overall aesthetic looks, man, it makes me want to pick up one of those guitars, I'll be honest. But then apart from aesthetics, man, let's talk about the specs. First off, 24 frets. Wow, a 24 fret Gibson. I don't know if that's ever been done, correct me if I'm wrong, but a 24 fret SG, that looks amazing, man. Next, you have an asymmetrical neck where it's more chunky up at the lower register, like your low E if you're in standard, and then it's more slimmer for lead stuff on the high E. I played the 2018 Gibson Les Paul standard model, and that had that neck. It was a little unique at first, a little hard to get used to, but it's kind of like the Strandberg style where it's got like an asymmetrical neck and it's used for different pivot points. So that's awesome. Next, compound radius. Kind of like the 24 frets. I don't really know too many Gibson guitars with compound fretboard radius. They're usually about 12, but yeah, compound radius on a Gibson and 24 frets. It's awesome. And to cap it all off, you have locking tuners and an ebony board. Oh yeah, one thing I forgot to mention, Gibson Alnico 5 pickups. Hotter signal, not very classic rock, kind of more metal style. I like it. But guys, the creme de la creme of this line, in my opinion, the one I am super excited for, the one that I personally cannot wait to get my hands on, is the Gibson Les Paul Modern. This guitar is available in 3 different colors. You have graphite, sparkling red burgundy, and a faded pelham blue. Now this guitar has very similar features as the SG did. Ebony fretboard, compound radius, asymmetrical neck. This guitar has locking tuners as well, Grover locking tuners. But the one thing that I absolutely love about the Gibson Les Paul Modern is the cutaway. If you take a look at this picture here, you can see that there's a lot more fretboard access in the upper register. You know, Gibsons are kind of known for being riff machines, and it's rather difficult to do any sort of lead stuff past like the 15th fret. But with this huge cutaway in the back, guys, this allows guitar players to get up in the upper fret access without really any struggle at all, it seems. Now, one thing about this Les Paul that I'm not too psyched about is all the push-pull pots and the coil taps and the splits and the phase inverse as well as the bypass. I'm really not a fan of that. I guess for the modern day era, everybody wants to have the ability to have a huge humbucker sound and then single coils. I get it, that's not really my style, but I can certainly look past that. I do love the bypass switch, that's really cool. It goes right from the output jack to the humbucker. No tone is used in that circuit, so I do like that. But again, I'm not really into all the different push-pull pots, but hey, I'm just one guy. But guys, overall, man, what I love about the Modern line is that Gibson seems to be listening. Along with a million other guitar players, were really, I personally wasn't bashing Gibson, but people were really bashing Gibson, but I was certainly being critical and saying, hey, you guys got to stop making the same thing for the past 50-60 years. It's time to evolve, it's time to move on, and it seems like they're doing that. The huge cutaway, the Alnico 5, the compound radius, the locking tuners, asymmetrical neck, these are like more features that are used in more modern stuff. Like I said, Strandberg earlier, you know, that's just one example. Kiesel's another one. Like, those companies are modern day companies, and now Gibson is throwing their hat in the modern side of things, and it just shows me that they're listening to their players and they're trying. So guys, I'm excited. I can't wait to try the Les Paul Modern. I'm going to try my very best to get one on this channel very, very soon. What are your thoughts on the Gibson Modern Line? Leave it all down below in the comments. I'd love to hear from you guys and hear what you guys have to say about this brand new line of Gibsons. Guys, if you want to support me, I really appreciate it. All my albums and EPs are down below, available via YouTube, via Spotify, Google Play, all that stuff. That's down in the comments, or excuse me, down in the description below if you want to check that out. I also have my Patreon page where I do giveaways, my Instagram handle if you want to stop in, say hello, drop me a DM. I'd really appreciate it. And guys, if you're brand new to my channel, you want to hit that subscribe button, it would mean the world to me. I'm out of here, my dudes. Stay metal. I'll see you guys next time.